Hello, sister.
Hello.
It's so good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen your face.
Listen, it's been a long time coming, but
Listen,
here we are.
here we are. We're so sorry that we've been away, child. You know, if the first week of November, the election had us depressed. The second week, I was out of town. And then, you
Not you
know,
whispering it.
listen, I was safe though, and I am COVID free. Thank you. And I did not infect anybody. Nobody infected me. Amen. Okay.
Amen.
But listen, I want to know why I can't hear myself in these headphones, but it's whatever.
I
It's
can hear
fine.
you sound great.
Oh, wonderful. Awesome. So I'm coming here with a revelation, two revelations, two small bites, you know,
Let's get
two tapas of a revelation, as they would
it.
say at a Spanish restaurant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first one is about miracles. I
Mm,
spoke I spoke briefly about about the election just now, and I would
mm-hmm.
be remiss if I didn't bring up the miracle that
Mm.
is Georgia going blue. So I have to direct you to
Georgia.
Georgia. I have to direct you to the text. Um, Acts chapter 3, verse 16. It says, "By faith in the name of Jesus, this man whom you see and know was made strong. It is Jesus' name and the faith that comes through him that has completely healed him, as you all can see." See, now the state of Georgia has been healed in the name of
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Okay, listen.
I didn't know we was pulling out the real text.
I was
Okay,
pulling
come
out
on,
the,
some
I
words.
told you I came prepared today
I
because
love that for
because I'm
you.
trying to make it to my plug before Jeezy and Gucci.
That's important. That is important.
Duality. I gave you the text and I gave you some sinning. So I would never in my life, never in my whole life, did I ever think that Georgia would go fully blue. Like not this soon. I knew it was a possibility. I said, oh, maybe 2024, 2028, some distant future. But now, and that just shows you the power of our vote, the power
Mhm.
of just how tired
We are.
people are
Mm.
of the bullshit. And so we have to praise God, because when I was telling y'all that I was doing my good praying, my revival praying, my Juanita Bynum praying. Okay. I was glued to the TV for days straight. I couldn't get nothing done. I said, Lord, we just have to do this. And the fact that what turned the state blue was the
Mm.
county that we are from.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Clayco.
Clayco.
I don't want to hear shit about Clayton County out of any one of y'all mouth for the rest of my life,
Period.
because we
Period.
did what needed to be done. A lot of folks, if you're not from Georgia, Clayton County, we're just outside, of Atlanta, but literally half the airport is in Clayton County. We're there. You know what I'm saying? We're Metro Atlanta, but the girls like to play us. The girls like to play the South Side, period.
They
Okay.
love that.
They love to do that. They love to play the South Side, but the South Side is what saved y'all. So anyway, we thank God for those blessings every
Amen.
day.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. And an amen again. Okay. The next revelation.
The next top is the next treat.
The next topic of a revelation. I have to give all glory and honor to God for putting it at top of mind for Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter to say, the fat girls are going to be so mad at me if I don't make nothing for them in Ivy Park.
You've been talking about this one for some time.
Y'all, not only was I able to secure my drip from the first collection, I was also able to secure a second piece of drip from
Oh,
Black collection.
nice.
And all I want to do is give people that I love my money. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody. That goes for Sister Samantha here. When Angels of Protection, I gave her my coins.
I appreciate your
Okay.
coins.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Beyonce, I give her my coins in every other way. I wanted to be able to wear the coin. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
But
right.
she wasn't making the coin in my size.
Uh-huh.
And so I appreciate
Hmm.
not only the provision that I was blessed with to be able to get it.
Hmm.
It could it have been irresponsible? Absolutely. But you have to understand, my mama wasn't buying House of Darion, and quite frankly, I ain't want that shit.
Not at all.
Okay, my
We
mama
could do a
wasn't.
little Ivy. We could do a little Ivy
We
part.
could we could we could do Ivy when she had Ivy at Top Shop. I said, "Oh, ooh, Beyonce, this cute. I can't do nothing with none of this though.
I didn't like the original, but
I
she's making waves with the new.
Exactly. I couldn't do nothing with none of that. And then when she gave us the cute burgundy and orange, Popeyes fits in January, I said, "Oh, Beyonce, I can't do nothing with none of that either." But also, I was broke then. See how God provides.
Yeah,
See,
always. Come on,
whew,
somebody. Come on,
don't get me
somebody.
started, okay? Because
Said not today,
I
but
was
definitely
financially
tomorrow.
insecure at the beginning of the year, and now we're at the end, and it's not that.
Come on, somebody.
See
You
how
wanted to come with a good word
see
today.
how see
Haha.
how God will turn it around. Okay,
Always. In
listen.
the midnight hour.
Late in the midnight.
Mm-hmm.
RP
He'll turn
Rance.
it around.
RP Rance Allen. That was just on my spirit
I
just now.
know.
Oh Lord. But yes, I'm very excited to flex on y'all hoes. Okay. I've got two
It's
options
gonna
for
be
my
E like this. In my Ivy Park. Said yes. In my Ivy Park.
let me hear you say blessed.
Blessed.
And I'm on
Blessed.
it. And I'm on.
What's
But
that
y'all,
shit you sent me today, bruh?
oh, what panties am I
Hey, what
wearing
panties
today?
am I wearing today? My granny panties on my
When
thong.
I
I
tell you,
cannot.
that's a conversation that I have with myself every day. Okay.
Oh
In
my God.
lockdown, who do you really need to wear a thong for in lockdown? I mean,
I just
not to say that
find
I'm
the
wearing
most,
thongs for people, but
yeah, I just personally, I don't want to interrupt the revelation with
no,
thong
it's fine.
business, but I personally just really enjoy a thong. It just kind of, especially not the thongs that are like thong, the thong, thong, thong up your ass, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of is uncomfortable, but just the nice casual ones that just gracefully sit in the crevice of your ass. I
I
really enjoy
understand that
those.
because I do have a favorite thong. I have a couple that are just, more for looks.
Yeah. For
Then
look,
for looks, ain't nobody looking, child. Oh my
not
God.
yet, because what did God say? Maybe not today, but
You're right.
you're
You're
gonna
right.
come when you need them.
Exactly, exactly. We're not even worried about that though right now. I have some that are just cute, but they're a teensy bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Um,
same.
the lace ones be uncomfortable for
The
me.
laced ones.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. We've come too far to not have developed technology for that, to have cute
Come on.
underwear that don't, bother the inside of your crevices.
Yeah.
But but I do have one that's my favorite, and it's from Target. And
A good Target find. Don't sleep
don't
on Target.
don't sleep on Target underwear and Target brassiers.
Them H&M ones I got when we was together, they I know we don't be supporting
Oh,
H&M like that, but I did go. I had to give me some drawers. I didn't have enough drawers at the house.
oh, I do
So we
remember
went to the
this.
mall, and those are cotton and nice, very comfy,
Very nice.
cozy.
Very,
Not the
very nice.
cutest, but they do what needs to be done.
Functional. Okay.
Functional. Yeah,
Functional.
so I guess we'll have to retweet that.
Yes, we do need to retweet that because it was quite hilarious.
Quite hilarious.
And yeah, but either way, we thank God for the many blessings. We thank
Yes.
we thank God that we're about to get Trump out of office. And
Come on, somebody. Bankhead,
let me
bounce
hear
with me
you
one
say
time.
blessed
Blessed
in the morning.
in the morning.
In the noonday. We're blessed in the city and the fields. We're blessed when we come and when we go. Okay.
And when we go,
Okay.
yes,
We cast out. Listen, we casting that motherfucker out, and I'm
out.
happy about it.
Get
Okay.
him out. Get him
I'm
out. We can
very
we can
happy
drag him
about
out.
it.
We can kick him out like jazz. We can. It don't even matter.
And
Anyway,
our good bison sister Samantha's pro fight.
she is me. I am her. What are we talking about? Indian,
Yes,
black,
come on, representation
pro
matters.
fights. Come on. This
Come
is
on,
beautiful. It's just so. Come on, Howard alum. Come on,
listen,
Soror. Come
listen,
on. You
listen.
better be an actual politician in the White
Y'all
House.
not gonna be able to take Howard forever. Y'all barely could take us now. We
Don't
run
talk to me no more.
talk to me nice.
Hurt.
Talk to me nice about Clayton County.
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice about Howard University.
Let's go.
That's it. That's
Talk
all.
to me nice.
That's it. That's
Period.
all. Hey,
you know,
girlfriends.
hey, girlfriend. We are back. We are
Yes,
back finally after a couple week hiatus. A little delayed on the post, but it doesn't matter. We're here. I am Sammy, and this is
and I'm E, and this is Girlfriends Podcast.
yes, and we're
Yes,
back. Starting with our WCW, I have one. Not sure if we both have the same one or not, but I'm gonna let you go first.
my WCW today is the legendary blacktress, Janet Hubert.
I knew it. I
Um,
knew it. That's why I was like, I know I shouldn't even say it. Yes, Janet is also my
well,
WCW this
we're
week.
so in sync. Okay, so I didn't watch it. I've only seen clips. I plan on
Same.
watching it probably tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we just have to give Janet Hubert her flowers
Yes.
for two things: for her career, which I'm hoping is revitalized based off of this reunion, um and but two, just for her dedication. You have to understand, Janet Huber been on Will Smith and Jada Smith Pinkett Smith ass for 27, my whole life. Janet Huber been on Will Smith ass behind the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, she has never strayed. When Jada was mad that the people didn't nominate Will for that concussion movie where he had that shaky Nigerian accent, she was on his ass. She was on his ass.
Yeah, she
Okay, she
has
was
been
on Jada,
persistent.
consistent, and that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. You don't have to. Sometimes when you know you right, when you could be firm in your word and strong in what you believe in, you don't have to apologize. You just have to be patient.
Mhm.
Okay, and you have to wait for wrongs to be righted.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's what the fuck has happened, and I'm so happy that they were able to have that healing moment. um I really just enjoy when people are just able to sit down like adults and hash shit out, you know what I'm saying, in a productive way.
Yeah,
and
facts.
um and I just love to see it. I heard that when they, I guess there's a part where they like bring her on with the rest of the cast,
Yeah.
but very conveniently, Carlton was nowhere to be found. Alfonso Ribeiro, she been on his ass as well. And see that, stay consistent, y'all. Stay consistent.
So, well, I haven't seen all of it myself, but I did write about. I reported it, so I was able to research and see a bunch of clips.
Come on, Byline.
Um, yeah, come on, new byline.
Come
Hello,
on,
hello, Global Grammy.
Byline.
Um, but yeah, I was able to report on it, and just like from watching it and hearing the responses and the reactions, basically they pulled her up after the James Avery tribute to Uncle Phil. And that was super like, I felt like the perfect moment. Everything was super intentional the way that they laid out the show. So I thought that was tight with the special. And then Will Smith is like the king of social media. So all
He,
of his like little social clips for promoting the show was tight. But I'm happy she got that closure. I'm happy that they got that closure. Allegedly, I just found out that both of them will be on the Red Table Talk, and it's so funny because I kind of insinuated in my article that they were having their own version of the Red Table Talk during the reunion special, but now they're actually going to get a conversation on Jada
love
Pinkett
that.
show. So that's tight. Yeah, shout out to Janet because she was so influential even in the seasons that she was a part of, and to see her like not be on those last 3 seasons was strange, but they kept it moving. The show was still good, because they added other characters and people to the cast. However, a lot of the episodes which she starred in were colossal. Like the
Bruh.
dance one, people always reference. I mean, just her chemistry with the entire family. Like she was
Yeah.
really such a poised and like just graceful actress, or she is such a poised and graceful actress.
Yeah.
And she really definitely showed her chops in the beginning of the show. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see it was a very emotional reunion special, I feel like, for the entire cast. Hillary has aged quite a bit. I mean, they all have, but like Hillary has aged quite a bit now.
Well,
Not even trying to be funny. She
you
just
know.
has aged. And I was kind of like,
That's
Hillary.
how time work. Has she aged like Jasmine Guy, or is it better than that?
I would say a little bit better than Jasmine Guy, but I mean the kind of the same though. Like, where you expect them to look like, not like Dolly Parton is like damn near 100,000 years old, and she attributes it to her, much all of her work and her Botox and all the things, but she don't look 175,000 years old.
She don't.
So I be thinking like women like Jasmine Guy, or what's Hillary's real name? I can't think right now, but I'll be thinking for actresses like that
Mhm.
they would age a little bit more gracefully. But she doesn't look terrible. I don't mean to like pry on that for too long, but yeah, she definitely has aged, and it's so interesting to see all of them and like
Grown
now
up, yeah.
grown as
Mhm.
hell. So
Even
that was
Jeffrey,
cool.
I was like, oh my God, look at Jeffrey. Wow.
Jeffrey has aged. He's
Jeffrey.
and he was
It's
already not like, he was not young on the show
yeah.
necessarily, but like you could tell he just, even when he was doing the social clip with Will Smith, that was interesting to see
Yeah.
him kind of like try to pose. But yeah, I'm happy that happened. I'm happy people tuned in. There were a lot of recreations and inspirations from the show. I mean, recreations inspired from the show, like Blue, the artist, he did like a mural of the Fresh Prince. I'm not sure where it's located. I assume like New York or something, or maybe out
Mhm.
here in LA. And then they did the Airbnb thing
Yeah.
where like they rented that out for some time. And then Young BBQ, of course, did her rendition, which was hilarious, so phenomenal,
As
phenomenal.
always.
So yeah, shout out to the show, shout out to the reunion,
Yeah.
special. Yes.
Dope.
Well, so what you been on? We have missed a lot. I can start with music to just get it out the way.
Yeah, let's go.
So this song that I've been playing nonstop is my new favorite song the only song that I like by this kid named Young Boy. Never Broke Again. Young Boy,
Is
young
it NBA Young
it,
Boy or is it Young Boy NBA?
Right. It's NBA Youngboy is how people refer to him on the internet. But if you search him on Lay streaming app, it would be Young Boy Never Broke Again. So
Oh,
he has a song called Callin' featuring Snoop Dogg on, I think, his latest project, Top, which I did not listen to, but I did listen to this one song at with a friend, and I was like, I need this song. So, hey Siri, what song is this? And I've listened to it nonstop. So that's a song I like. Also, another one in the same seating was YB and Namir featuring Yo Gotti called Pop Like This. Great song. Tierra Whack just came out with a song and a visual. Per usual, it's lit. She's so fucking visual and so tight, just like the
yeah.
way that she conveys her vision. It's called Dora. So I've been listening to that. And then So Help Me God, 2 Chainz, he came out with an album and it has 15 tracks. I really fuck with it. He got a lot of features on here, from Uzi to Brent Baez, Mulatto, of course, Ty Dolla $ign, Wayne, Kevin Gates, Uzi Vert, Rick Ross, Schoolie. I personally think my favorite is Feel Away, and it features, unfortunately, Kanye West. He wasn't even really, I could tell he probably had some hands in the production of it, but he wasn't even really the highlight. The highlight is Brent Fayez and Chains
Mhm.
on that song. And I mean, I just really like the project overall. It's really a good body of work, in my opinion. And 2 Chainz just always really does it for me.
He
So
does.
yeah,
He's very consistent.
very consistent.
Very consistent.
Also have been listening to this guy, Levin Kali. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's Levenkali. And I originally seen this one song that he has with Tuxedo, which is like this white band or whatever, and but they're like more soulful R&B, and he
Mhm.
had a song with them, and so I just kind of went into his whole Rolodex. He got a couple songs with Sid, and it's one called Do You Wrong featuring Sid that came out in 2018, but he has like some new stuff. High Tide that just came out, and Sid is also on there. It's called Made for You. So definitely get into that. He has a Smino on here, Ty Dolla $ign. It's just worth kind of getting into that project and seeing if you like it. But it definitely R&B soul vibe. I had to give you one of those.
Dope.
Yes.
Love that, love that. I really have just been playing my station on Apple Music and just getting into what that is giving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a lot of R&B and things, and then ultimately today I got like a teensy bit into my Jeezy and Gucci bag, just a little bit, because I didn't want to spoil it.
Uh-huh.
I want to
Uh-huh.
still be able to be hype, but I had to run corporate thug in one time, because I'm gonna act a fool when
Bruh,
that come
long
on.
money. I seen when you said like, can I put my request in for long money?
I had to
That
text Uncle
definitely has to
Goobop.
be played. That
It
definitely
has
has to be
to.
played.
It has to be played. So I'm just super excited about that. We've been getting a lot of new music lately from a whole bunch of artists, and we're going to continue to throughout the rest of the year. So I'm super excited at where the music industry is going.
Same.
Q4 always seems to be a good time
For
um,
everyone. For
for
everyone.
everyone.
Yes.
Um, as far as shows, I've been minding white people business, watching The Crown. Um, this season of The Crown is phenomenal. I've had, and I love that I have, I'm not saying I'm not taking responsibility for these people watching The Crown, but I've loved that I've had more black folks to talk about white people's business with this time around. Shout out to Dion, shout out to Dom, shout out to Morgan. We've had great conversations around The Crown this season. It was highly anticipated because it's the first season where it's the introduction of Diana, who, no matter how much what you feel about the British royal family, everybody knows Princess Diana. Everybody loves Princess Diana. She was a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was a real one, gone too soon.
Mm-hmm.
But where we thought we were going to get, there is mess, let me tell you. But you know how mess can either be messy or mess can be heartbreaking? The mess was heartbreaking. I
Mm-hmm.
felt so sad for just the way that, and of course, this show is not, it's based on history, but all of it, it's dramatized, all of it may or may not be true, but the show definitely does heavily sympathize with Diana, and yeah, like there are just moments when you're like, damn, she was really going to fuck through it.
Mm-hmm.
She was really going through it. They really were not welcoming to her as a family. And it's just very sad to see. And it puts things in perspective because if you've seen clips of her, or just the one thing that they always talk about with her is that how great of a mother she was and how she was just always, down to do stuff with the kids and taking them to Disney World, taking them to McDonald's, stuff that was just like she wanted them to be normal
Be
and
kids. Yeah.
be kids, you know what I'm saying? In, in in spite of this life that they lived and this duty that they had because of being a part of that family. um but you realize that she was such a great mother and she was always with her kids because her kids were truly all that she had. There was a moment in the show where they were going on a tour. This was maybe like a couple weeks after she just had William, and they were sending her and Charles to Australia and New Zealand for 6 weeks, and she was like, I'm taking my baby with me. And the queen was like, well, I went on a tour, I left my kids at home for 5 months and everything's fine. No, your kids are not fine. Your kids are not fine, man. um they're they're actually full of mess. And I love, there's an episode this season where they really touch on parenthood from a bunch of different aspects, and I love that episode. That's episode 4. But highly suggest y'all watch. You cannot just skip to season 4. There are 30, 40 some odd years of history that you're missing in seasons 1, 2, and 3. You cannot just jump to season 4 because you want to see Diana. Please do the work. Okay, put in the time. It's a wonderful show. Beautifully written, beautifully shot, costumes amazing, everything amazing, music score phenomenal. Watch The Crown if you have the time and if you're interested. Also was able to get a little bit into Schitt's Creek because I have been curious, what the fuck is this show and why is it winning all of these comedy Emmys? Is it really funny? It's actually funny. I haven't been able to get into it as much as I would like, partly because I think I was like multitasking and doing it. And for shows like that are just like layered funny, I think you
You
kind of have
gotta,
you got to
yeah,
pay
pay
attention.
attention.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's
Like
not a background show at all.
it's not a background show to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
at least not on first watch. You know, now The Office is a background show to me, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
also
yeah.
because I've watched The Office back and
So many
forth
times.
at least 3 times at this point. So I've caught all of the things, and I still catch things to this day. But I
Yeah.
understand I'm not missing too much.
Yeah.
But Schitt's Creek is hilarious. Netflix has still got me in a hole with our black shows. I've been into One on One heavily
Mm-hmm.
lately, and then of course um shows are coming back. This Is Us has come back and went on a hiatus again. So I'm sure due to COVID, Grey's Anatomy is back, and I've been really actually excited to watch Grey's Anatomy, and I need to finish the episode, but I've been excited to watch it because of course it's a show about, it's a workplace drama about a hospital. And so I love what I have saw because they had a 2-hour premiere last week. So
Mm-hmm.
the first hour I watched, and they really did a great job of highlighting how healthcare professionals feel about this pandemic and the toll that it's taking on them. And just like, we don't get to see the inside of a hospital at this
Mm-mm.
time. So it's shining a light, giving us a peek of just what it may be like. So Grey's Anatomy is still that girl. This is season 17. And I'm not gonna say, listen, you gotta set aside a good 3 months to get into Grey's Anatomy if you've never watched it before. But I highly suggest, because it's a wonderful show. And
Yeah.
that's it. That's all I have.
Well, I've been getting into Queen's Gambit. I
Mm.
know a lot of people were not I mean, there was mixed reviews about the show. Some people enjoy it. Some people were like, I don't really understand why this is so good. I think it's dope because it's a new story. It's something that we never seen before, and I'm tired of kind of like the same things. Like we're getting a lot of nostalgic um, renditions of old shows or
Yeah.
reboots of old shows and things like that, or streaming companies taking on these classic shows, which is great. I love that for us. But I do want to see more like new stories. There are
Yeah.
so many stories that we haven't heard before, and obviously like from a writer's perspective, from someone pursuing that space, we have these ideas as well. So it's like, I want it to be known that, you can pitch an idea that hasn't been done and it do well. But this is
Yeah.
like a somewhat of a period piece because it's not set in today's time. But it follows this girl who plays chess, and she's also has a drug addiction that she discovered through being in an orphanage or a group home until she was later adopted. And kind of the addiction thing kind of plays throughout the entire show,
Hmm.
from each home and each level of her life. But I just think it's cool, to see her explore her sexuality, to explore her addiction, to explore, the game of chess as a woman during that
Hmm.
time. And it's cool. And then the actress, I'm stumbling on her name right now, but she's really a phenomenal actress. Like she has this like look that's very much so now just like a staple of the character. But
Hmm.
like I don't know, she just really is very inviting and she's she just feels like that's who she is. Like she, a character that just is like this is their life. Like a Robin Williams, like the way that he puts on for the character. So yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that show. I've been watching that. I also watched something else recently that's maybe I'll just bring it back for next week. But I've been trying to like just get into some of these shows that are on Netflix that I haven't been able to watch. Of course, One on One as well. It's just such a good show. It's so
It's
funny.
so good.
It's
It's
so
so
funny.
good. And I just
Flex
love the way.
Washington,
Fine.
fine, and he really introduced the idea of him playing Michael Jackson on that show. I don't know if you remember.
No, I peeped. I peeped. I just was like, wow.
He foreshadowed
He
that moment for himself.
foreshadowed, but did you see he made a TikTok and he was just like, "Listen, I know y'all talk about Michael Jackson. I was definitely ashy, but the check did clear. And you know what? I have to respect it.
Period.
I have
Flex.
to respect it. Okay, the check cleared. So listen." We'll have plenty more adaptations of Michael Jackson's life. We already have a smooth 5 of them hoes now.
Right. Right.
Not counting, the 88-hour Jackson Family American Dream.
The 88 hour. Somebody, I think Byron tweeted this. It was like this
I
the
saw this.
anniversary of the this the anniversary of the Jackson 5 saga or whatever. And he like, yep, that bitch still playing. It's like the color purple. The movies never go off or
I have
root
never seen that thing in its full entirety in one
front
sit.
to back. I think I have.
I have
I'll be
not.
dedicated watching that movie. I really like that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I do like that movie. I like that movie for the parts that I've seen. You
That
know
you've
what I'm
seen.
saying?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Like
facts.
I feel like I've seen the whole movie.
That
It's
should be
just
a challenge. Yeah, just in
in
pieces.
yeah.
Facts.
It's like Ritz, you know.
Roots. That's what I was saying. Like Roots, The Color Purple. I mean, you've seen The Color Purple in one seating, but it is a long ass movie when you think
It
about it.
is.
You'll get up, go fix you a plate for Thanksgiving, go on back in the back room. It's still on that on
Listen,
the first half of the movie.
exactly. You be done took
But yeah,
you done took a nap and woke up. You surely is ugly, and then it's like you got a whole nother hour left.
exactly. It's like, damn, okay, we get it. Shit.
Right. Shit, she was
Um,
struggling.
she was struggling. But
Um.
yeah, I that's all I really been like into as of late. I wanted to
Oh, I had. Oh, okay. I had a topic as well.
okay. Well, I just
Oh,
wanted to ask
what's your
a
topic?
question. Or really just make note. Have you ever been what do you think about I'm like, how do I address this without addressing it? What do you think about dreams and premonitions? Okay. So someone recently told me about a vision they had of me. And it's not something that I'm welcoming, I should
Mm,
say.
okay.
Yeah. Um, but they were very, very they're very adamant about this vision and that I should be careful, to not make it come true, I guess. So I'm just like, how do I know for sure? And this is coming from like someone I trust too, obviously, like it's someone I trust, but it was also like, I don't know what your motives are. Like maybe your intentions to tell me that was more so to check me to see like what I've been on,
Mm,
or were your intentions to really forewarn me about something that you saw that could potentially be my new life. You know what I'm saying? So I
mm,
was just like, ooh.
mm,
But I also don't know how much like I've had premonitions about things and they've been true. But I just don't know how I feel about them necessarily. That's one topic. What do you think about dreams and premonitions? Don't they mean different things? Like, they say if somebody pregnant, you might dream about fish or like like
mm-hmm.
other things. But if you dream about somebody being pregnant, then that means something else. Like if you dream, like if I were to dream that you were pregnant, that could mean like new opportunity or something. Like it doesn't necessarily mean you're about to have a baby.
Right.
Um,
Listen, because we won't want the problems.
Meaning, you listen. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I have very vivid dreams. But they aren't necessary. And this, I was actually, it's funny that you bring this up because last night, as I was getting ready for bed, I was like, I should put like a notepad by my bed to like write down, like, as soon
Yes.
as I wake up, some of the shit that I be dreaming, because I forget very quickly, unless it's like something like I've had dreams about people before, and those stick with me, like, but just like me and another person type dream,
Mm.
and those stick with me, but like just my random, like hella random dreams, like I can't be remembering them shits.
Yeah. So random.
um but I do have very vivid dreams. And I do be having, premonitions. Sometimes I do be predicting shit, I be knowing. um but I'm very particular about who I allow to speak over me in my life. Um, and I understand that sometimes the most unexpected people will have the most genuine word for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just a matter of your own discernment, and deciding whether or not, like, depending on what it is, how you're going to move. If you see something in your life and you're like, oh, I see how this could like if it was a pregnancy thing, and you're like, oh, I could see how this could possibly happen because I'm out here, getting it in, then I might adjust because I truly do not want to be with y'all right now. But if it's, I don't know, it just depends. Honestly,
Yeah.
it depends.
I'm happy you said that bit about being or discernment, and also about who you allow to, speak things over your life, because that was like the main thing when this person shared this with me. I was just like, yeah, nah,
Yeah, yeah,
like, let's not even talk about that no more. Let's
yeah,
just like, but
yeah.
then the universe started showing me signs that what he was saying was real, like, you know what I mean, like it could be a real thing. So I was just like, fuck, like now I'm sitting here thinking, twiddling my thumbs, like, what if this is real?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know, I just had a question about dreams and premonitions because I felt that way. But yeah, we can, yeah,
Do
move
what do what feels right in your heart, sis. Um, trust that intuition. That's why it's there. That'll never lead you astray. And yeah, like we gotta get in. I gotta hear about this. But the topic that I wanted to present is a little bit lighter.
on.
I
Great.
wanted to talk about fleets today. I wanted to talk about
Fleet.
I wanted to talk about social media because we're just at such a time where everybody is stealing everybody's shit. And now every app has everything. And
I
it's
wrote
like,
about this too.
huh?
I
Oh, you
wrote
did?
about this too.
Wow, we are just so in sync. Wow.
Yeah, because I mean, so the reason that the fleet thing even came up is because Instagram decided to become a flea market, and a flea market of shops and things that no one asked for.
I hate it.
And it brought up conversations to Twitter of people saying, well, damn, I can't even see my own friends post, like the reason why I come here, and I had already, before the fleets became a thing, I had already asked my followers, like, what the hell was going on, if y'all could see my post or not, because I started to see how low my engagement was.
Yeah.
And then that brought people over to Twitter, which also brought the nostalgia of like MySpace. Like, damn, if y'all could take any of our suggestions, can we at least have a profile song? And it's just like this thing after this thing. And then next thing you know, Twitter has stories. And it's like, we didn't really ask for this. I actually still don't know how I feel about it. Like, I'm just like, it's there. I've
Yeah.
used it. I've tried, you know what I mean? I've used it. But, and then everybody's like, oh, it's another way for people or for them to have access to your
They
information. I'm like,
already
they
have the
already
access.
have
They
access
already
to your
I
information.
saw that too. And I want y'all to just shut the fuck up because y'all sound stupid.
I'm like, we're
Everybody,
on the app.
we're on the app. And I real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I'm very tired of this conspiracy theory bullshit where y'all are like, oh, the government. Y'all, you can put your fingerprint on your iPhone and unlock your phone. The government already if you think that the government or who the powers that be don't already know all the information that they need to know about you, then just let it go, give it
Get
up,
lost.
because they
The
already know everything there is to know about you. There's a reason why when you think about something in your head and it shows up as an ad on Instagram, that's not like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Did you hear that they can now have something they've added to the health part of the app on your iPhone where it will show you the cases of COVID around you?
Now see, I like that.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, that's how deep this
yeah.
shit is. People think, oh, because you use the fleet on Twitter. Why do they call it fleets? I didn't get that. I don't
Okay,
understand that.
so see, now listen, I've listened to enough episodes of The Read, and I've watched enough Kid Fury videos to think of something completely different when I hear the word fleet. Um,
Right.
but fleet rhymes with tweet. And
Yes.
stories, like moments, are fleeting. They're here one day, they're gone the next. So I get it. I get it. However, and you know what? Somebody tweeted, and I wish I had this person's app, but they were like, they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing by naming the fleet. They knew that we were gonna think of the enema fleet. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's what gets people talking. That's what gets people going. All yesterday, day before yesterday, what were people talking about? Fleets, making jokes about fleets. And what was I doing? Promoting fleets. So
Right. Right.
there you go. But
Interesting.
yeah, Instagram really is truly the worst social media app. And I hate that it's the one that we like still can. I feel like nothing will truly change unless we just all say bye.
Right. And that's not gonna happen.
And that's not going to happen,
Because it's like that's where
unfortunately.
people have invested their most time
Yeah.
in trying to build a following. Like, at least for me, for sure, like I don't really have a lot of followers on Twitter. I don't use Facebook, so I connect with my audience the most on Instagram,
Yeah.
because like that's just where I've been so far. And now
And
it's like, damn, y'all have turned this shit into an entire marketplace and nobody asked for that. Like, yeah, it's
nobody.
cool if you wanted to introduce like, ways for you to shop on Instagram, cool, but like you did not have to make that the priority of the app, when the
Yeah,
priority of the app was to share photos with your friends and
exactly.
family. Like, it just became way more than it had to be. And now it's like nobody even wants to fucking use your stupid ass app, Instagram.
Exactly. I don't even see my friends and family on my Instagram
Literally,
most of the
I have
time.
to watch y'all stories and then go to your profile. Like, it's fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
Like I have to go out of my way and I hate that. I really do.
Yeah,
And
it's annoying.
I just wish I could go and just shake somebody over there and be like, this is not what the fuck.
Listen to us.
Listen to us. The people have been begging for the timeline to be back in chronological order for years. For years at this point.
Here.
And our requests are being ignored. And at some point, listen, every woman has a breaking point. Yeah. Okay, shout out to Carrie Hilson. Some
Morgan just texted me. I'm sorry. I have to intervene. Woo, so emotional about tomorrow being 10 years since Pink Friday.
listen.
Yo, she get on my nerves. You're so
I love
annoying.
Morgan so much, but the fact that she is a barb is one of the funniest things about her.
About her. Like, I'm like, bro,
A strong barb, a dedicated barb,
you
okay?
are the leader of the Barb
A
Nation.
top barb, okay? Regional manager of the barbs here, okay? Listen.
Yo, I was not expecting that text. We be talking about all types of very serious things and career and life
Yeah,
and whatever,
yes.
emotion. I mean, God and
Yes.
faith and
Yes.
those, and then out of nowhere, woo, so emotional about tomorrow being 10 years since Pink Friday.
And the thing is, she's
And
so
she's
fucking
dead
serious.
ass. She's dead ass. I literally just responded. I'm like, I already know she's so serious.
Bruh, her whole story today has been about Pink Friday. And she gonna ask the people, what's my favorite song off of Pink Friday? Because I have three. I'm like, bitch, not you quizzing us.
Quizzing us on your favorite.
Listen, but I did answer. I'm like, itty bitty piggy. I know that's
Itty
your
bitty
shit.
piggy. That's it.
Itty bitty
That's
piggy. I know that's your
itty bitty
shit.
piggy. That is a really hard to
That's a
say. Itty
tongue
bitty piggy.
twister. Itty
Itty bitty
bitty, itty
piggy.
bitty,
Itty
itty
bitty
bitty,
piggy. Itty bitty piggy.
itty
Itty
bitty,
bitty
bitty.
piggy. Itty bitty piggy. Itty
Unique
bitty.
New York. Unique New York.
That's hard.
That is very hard, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious.
But
Anyways,
yeah,
no
I
Carrie
just
Hilson.
everybody has a breaking point, and I feel like there just may come a day in the very probably distant future where people are just where they introduce one more thing that we didn't ask for, and people are gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, fuck it. But it's gonna be so hard to do because as somebody who works in the influencer space, people make so much money on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people are getting so upset, because it's like my engagement is going down, my likes are going, you are fucking with my livelihood. Because when we at my job, when we go and we look for
That's what
these
you look for.
influencers, that's what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And now, people are like, well, we don't want to just hear this, why you think this person would be great for this campaign, on a surface level. We want to know the stats behind it. Give us numbers as to why
Insights,
you
yeah.
insights as to why you think this person would be great for. How is this going to benefit us? Where's the ROI here? You know what I'm saying? So when you start to do shit like that, you're fucking with people's livelihoods. You're fucking, and at this point, everybody needs to get over the fact being an influencer is a real job in 2020. It's a real job.
Trust
Okay.
me, it is. It was helping me pay the bills. Okay.
Okay. It's a real ass job. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the only people who get so upset about it are the people who know that they don't have the range to be one. But
Mm. But that's neither here nor there.
that's neither here nor
Talk
there.
that talk, though, sis.
That's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own purpose in life. Your purpose may not be to be an influencer, but that don't mean you got to shit on the girls for selling, they detox tea, whatever the case may be. Because again, the check's still clear.
The check's
So
still clear, Flex.
bills are being paid. Okay,
Period.
people are being taken care of. So I
Period.
think that it is just, if real, something has to be done. If y'all want to introduce other, things into Instagram or Twitter, because we were talking about fleets initially, if you want to do those things, fine, but don't don't shake up your core base. You know what I'm saying?
Like
And
the man, just remember the purpose of the app. Like, don't
exactly,
lead too far astray trying to compete with other apps. Like, we
exactly.
come to Twitter for a reason. We go to Instagram for a reason. And if people are continuously telling you what they do or do not like the thing about that I like about certain apps is that they do actually listen.
Different, yeah. And I
They
think
listen.
and I think that's why Twitter has fared a bit better with these fleets than Instagram did with the shopping thing, because Instagram has been actively not listening to their
Ever.
audience for years now. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's every time Instagram does some new shit that's not put in the timeline and back in chronological order, it does not go over well. Whereas Twitter has stayed true. Twitter has stayed with their formula. They haven't moved, them giving us 240 characters or 280 versus 140, that was a big fucking deal. But it's still Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The essence of it is still
Yeah.
there. Short form thoughts off the top of the dome.
Now
And
they could definitely give us the edit feature we've been asking for, but neither
I
here nor
don't, but you know what? I don't know. Some people don't need that edit feature. Like I
that's
get
true.
it, but I feel like the edit feature could quickly become the villain of that app. Like as soon as it gets implemented, because you're gonna have people who are gonna, well, you know what, never mind, it might not be, because screenshots are always a thing. Screenshots will never die. And like,
Yeah. I mean, I still think it should be more so people being cautious about what they post, but at the
absolutely,
same time, like if I make a grammatical error,
yeah.
like I just be really wanting to change it instead of having to comment below with the asterisk. That shit
Or
annoying.
instead of being able to just
Delete it
delete,
and then
yeah.
retweet it. Yeah, like whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for the fleets. I'm here for the fleets. I don't watch them, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever gets the heart going.
I watched a couple of them
I
yesterday. I mean,
watched
it was,
yours. He was cute.
oh, thank you, son.
I was like,
You
hey,
really
that's
nice,
my girl.
and I got his little nose ring. I don't know how to act.
I know she got a
Uh,
nose ring, y'all. I like it. I'm inspired. I want me one because I really want to get the little hoop thing that the Indian
mm,
girls be wearing.
I do
That's
want to get a hoop too, but
my dumb ass tried to chime in on your your tweet. Talk about 3 to 4 weeks. He was like, "How long from a folks with the nose rings? How long am I able to keep this in before I can change it?" I said, "Yeah, I think when my mama got it about 3, 4 weeks." She was
I
like,
knew what you
everybody else
meant.
under there was like,
Six
yeah,
months.
like 6, 8 months, honestly.
I
Like,
knew
but I
what
think
you
it was
meant
three
though.
to four months that because
I
she
knew it.
changed hers
Yeah.
like not far long after.
Yeah, I just, it's going well. I actually have to run a Kroger after
Yes.
this and pick me up my distilled water, my sea salt, so I can do my little salt baths on my nose and such.
It
Um,
looks so cute.
Thank you, I love it. And now I'm like, oh, my face is like, I should have done this sooner, because it's, it's face jewelry, so
Hmm.
it's like an instant,
Pop.
pot. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like it.
Like somebody called me right as I was taking a nap earlier today, and somebody called me during my nap, and they answered, they were like, "Oh, you sleep?" They're like, "You look good though," and I'm like, "I know, bitch, right, right."
It is I accessorized.
I'm trying to move my nose. I can't do that. I can't wiggle my nose.
Now
I
we're
can't do it
now we're practicing wiggling our noses in the
because we're weird. Anyway, do you have a black business for us this week, sister?
Um, yeah, let's shout out our esthetician back home. Her name is Brook Franklin
Yes.
Forever. She came out here. We hosted a pop-up at the Embassy Suite North near the airport. Got a couple of my girls together. We got facials, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning,
Ooh.
all the things. And I recently, which is why it kind of it took me a little bit to get on here because I had to put me on a little face because my face is peeling at the moment and it's scarring a little bit just from the micro. I never got the microdermabrasion before, but it's really take that tool, and so it's a little dry. We're still getting through it, but my face afterwards felt really refreshed. Now it's just healing, and so I'm grateful for that. She is Brook Franklin Forever on Instagram. If you're in the Atlanta area, you can definitely hit her up. She is very central to the city. I forget like where she is now, but very central. You can hit her up and book an appointment with her for all of your face needs as well as body needs. She does
Mm,
contouring and a lot of new methods that the girls are loving and ranting and raving about. You know, get
mm.
some things tightened up, lasered away. She do that. But yeah, shout out to her. And she's just also just a really good person. Like I really enjoy her energy. She's very sweet and yeah, kind, and I just fuck with her a lot. So definitely want to encourage people to frequent her business.
Yes, yes, yes. We're about to go back on lockdown soon, so if you can get that facial, that good facial in
One more time before
one
it's
more
time.
time
Yeah,
before we're back in the fucking house
yeah,
permanently,
yeah.
then do that. I want to report really quickly before we close out that Stacey Abrams says she will be tuning into the verses tonight, and she asked, "Will you be tuning in as well?"
Not her promoting this verses with Gucci and Jeezy.
I can't.
I cannot with Stacy. Oh. Too much. It was too much. It was too much
Too
for
much.
E.
Too
Look,
much.
I
There we
wouldn't be
go.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if
She better tell us to vote
the
because
Obamas
Georgia,
are there. Oh yeah, I need to actually get my absentee.
Georgia, we have to do it again.
Yeah,
January
we got.
5th, early voting starts December 14th, if I'm
We
not
need these
mistaken.
seats.
The deadline to register to vote for this to vote in this runoff is December 7th. Okay.
Yep.
Y'all, we got to do it again because
Yep.
literally the whole country is relying on us right now. Us not voting is a difference between us getting checked up come January and us sitting at home still waiting on a little measly little $1,200. So,
Yeah.
y'all, we got to do it. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Girlfriends podcast. We greatly appreciate you. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We're at Girlfriends Pod. We're also on Facebook. You can like us there at Girlfriends Podcast. You can email us at girlfriendsthepodcast@gmail.com. And you can also visit our website at girlfriends.com. You can follow me on all social media at E Told You So. That's ETOLDYOU So. And you can follow my sister Samantha at
Sammy approved on all social media platforms. That's SAMMY approved, like the stamp, because we stamped that. And this podcast, let's get it.
period. We're so happy to be back. We cannot wait to come back next week. We hope everybody has we'll be back next week before Thanksgiving, but again, please stay in the house. We know it's a tough time and everybody wants to be around your family, but community spread is real and small dinners and such like that are really taking whole families out. So please, for the sake of your family, for the sake of you and your health, please stay home this Thanksgiving. Zoom is free on Thanksgiving, y'all. If you got to zoom it out, you got to zoom it out. This is one Thanksgiving that we have to do this for. One Thanksgiving in our lifetime that we have to be inconvenienced for. Let's be inconvenienced for this one so that we can celebrate and go hard next
Many
year.
more. Yes.
Okay?
Many more to come. So say that. Say that. Yeah,
Listen.
absolutely. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. We're gonna get to this Jeezy and Gucci versus.
Yes.
We love y'all so much. And Team 1017, you already know.
Yeah. Team Uncle Guwap. Okay. We love Jeezy over here too. But
We do, but
Gucci Mane got long money, bitch. That's all I got to say. Okay.
come on. Whoa. That's it. Goodbye, hoes.
Period. Bye.